Morning, ladies and gentlemen, fellow commissioners and staff. My name is Derek Imani, and I'm the chair of today's meeting. The commission may move into executive session to consider and evaluate personal information relating to individuals applying for licensure in accordance with Section 92-5A1 Hawaii Revised Statutes, and/or to consult with the commission's attorney on questions and issues pertaining to the commission's powers, duties, privileges, immunities, and liabilities in accordance with Section 92-5A4 Hawaii Revised Statutes. Again, I can see all of you here and are present, but just for our minutes, I do need to take roll. And so if you can answer loud and clear, please, I'd appreciate it. Commissioner Abe.
Here.
Commissioner Andrews.
Here.
Commissioner Emery.
Here.
Commissioner Kyono.
Here.
Commissioner Lacosta.
Here.
Commissioner Love.
Here.
And Commissioner Center.
Here.
Thank you very much, everybody.
And Goodell.
Oh.
I am here.
Yeah, Commissioner Goodell, I apologize. I did talk to you, so I just assumed. I apologize. My fault, sorry about that. Okay. Now I'm gonna be flustered for the rest of the meeting, but that's okay. I try not to make any mistakes. Time now is 9:03. We have quorum, the public was noticed, and I call this meeting to order. Chair's report, I need to apologize for Commissioner Goodell for making that mistake, but moving right along, Executive Officer's report.
The Commission shall afford all interested persons an opportunity to submit data, views, or arguments in writing on any agenda item and shall provide all interested parties an opportunity to present oral testimony on any agenda item, subject to the conditions set forth in Section 16-99-83 Hawaii Administrative Rules. The Commission may remove any person or persons who willfully disrupt the meeting to prevent and compromise the conduct of that meeting in accordance with Section 92-3 Hawaii Revised Statutes. There are no additional distributions. Next agenda item is 3C, the minutes of the previous meeting, August 29, 2025.
Commissioners, you all had a chance to review the minutes of last meeting. Myself and Commissioner Love was not present, but for those who attended, anybody have any corrections to the minutes or questions, concerns? If not, could I have a motion, please?
Move to approve minutes as stated. Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Lacosta, seconded by Commissioner Andrews to approve the minutes as stated. Commissioners, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Not seeing or hearing any, motion passes. Thank you very much. Moving on your agenda to item 4, committees and program of work. 4A, Condo Review Committee, 4A1, Rulemaking, Chapters 107, 119, Status Update on the Commission's proposed condominium rule, simultaneous repeal of Hawaii Administrative Rules, Chapter 16-107, relating to horizontal property regimes, and adoption of Chapter 16-119.1 through 16-119.8, relating to condominiums. For this, I'm going to ask our attorney, Shari, if you can provide the commission with an update, please.
I do have it, and I have gone through maybe a third to a half of it, so it's in the midst of review.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, do you have any questions for Shari? No? Staff, anything to add? No? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Item 4B, Education Review Committee, 4B1, Continuing Education, 4B1A, Administrative Issues, Continuing Education Provider, and instructors. You folks have a list of one provider and one course. Anyone have any questions or concerns? If not, can I have a motion, please? It's been moved by Commissioner Center, seconded by Commissioner Andrews to approve the continuing education providers and course ratification list dated September 26, 2025. Commissioners, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Not hearing or seeing any, motion passes. Thank you very much. Item 4B1B. You have a course in front of you, Strategies of Finance, Mastering the Borrower Experience. This is a course by the Hawaii Association of Realtors, and it is for 3 hours. You all had an opportunity to review the course, the handouts, the agenda. I understand staff has one quick suggestion, but commissioners, does anyone else have any questions or concerns on this course? Ms. Abe?
Yes. I noticed that under page 50, the line obligations on the financing contingency, it's a very important contingency, and just wanted to clarify the wording. H4B, number of days or date to obtain conditional loan approval. In the contract, it says no later than blank date before closing date. The next one is okay. It's number of days before closing date. That needs to be corrected because closing date can change too. And if it does, then so does the financing contingency. So, and then also the first one, number of days to provide before pre-approval letter. It should be number of days after acceptance date, or sometimes they attach it to the contract. And that's it.
Is anybody, hang on one second, anybody from HR here? Did you folks hear what Commissioner Abe mentioned?
25.
It's on page 50.
It's
Well, actually, it's page 25, I
in your
believe.
handout.
Slide 50. Page 25, slide number 50, under buyer's obligation, if I heard it correctly. There's 3 arrows there. Which 2 were the ones?
Yeah, the second one, it should be no later than blank days before closing date. And the first one should be number of days after acceptance or the attached. The contract is on the in the back.
Yeah, they just truncated it where it says on the slide versus the whole thing.
Yeah, because it doesn't match what's on the contract.
They just
Yeah.
truncated it, yeah.
So those should have been taken directly from the contract, but we can double check that to ensure that the wording is exactly the same.
Yeah,
From the purchase
exactly,
contract.
because it's very important, because sometimes the closing date can change too, so it's
Sure.
so many days before the closing date, yeah.
And so what we would expect on the financing side is that that date would move as well. If the closing date moves, then conditional.
Not necessarily.
Potentially though,
Yeah,
as long as all parties agree to it.
agree to it, or they have they need a really good reason for it.
Right, correct. But the wording should be taken directly from the contract. So if that's not exactly the verbatim, then we can go ahead and address that.
Yes. I believe Commissioner Andrews had a question?
Yeah, and maybe I'm missing it, but there's a couple areas that I wanted to ask about. One is, especially the definitions and explanations, the difference between industry and EPR, to have that clearly identified and the purpose of that, because a lot of folks don't understand the different.
Sure,
I
sure.
appreciate what that means.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of loan officers can't explain APR properly, so.
Yes, yes. And also, when you're dealing with different types of financing, because I see here the different kinds, like govy-backed, what that means in terms of guaranteeing a loan.
Okay.
Again, a lot of people don't understand, including those in the industry, what that means as far as a guaranteed loan. We're seeing a lot of conversations about assumptions.
Correct, yep.
Yeah, and I didn't see that in there, just a reference of what that means and understanding what that could mean to a buyer, what that could mean to a seller. You know, just you don't have to explain all of it,
Sure.
but just because it's top of mind.
Sure.
You know, especially with this market with interest rates, a lot of folks are looking to do an assumption, but they don't understand what a gap is.
Right. Or the process,
Or the
fact
process.
that they can't choose their own lender.
Right.
So, of course, we can put that in there.
Yeah, just things that we're, at least I'm seeing, I don't know if anybody else is seeing in the industry as far as like what conversations and making sure that the students also understand that this is, the mortgage industry changes way more rapidly
Sure.
than our industry. So we're not here to be loan officers, but we need to understand the process and how they do things to communicate with the buyer. And like you said, to keep track of the contingencies, right? Yeah, that part of the communication.
So if we can just add a blurb then under VA and FHA for assumptions.
Assumptions, also what it means to be guaranteed as a government-backed loan, you know, whether it's a VA, USDA.
Or FHA, yep.
FHA, you know, what that means, you know, how that, because, again, even agents don't understand what that means, right? So I think it just helps them to give a more well-rounded understanding of what financing means.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
because
can
like
certainly add that.
VAs don't have the points, they more have funding fees, you know? Like you could buy down the rates, but you're dealing with different costs too. You know, with VA, you do 100% financing. And they charge you what we call a funding fee, right? And that can be rolled into the mortgage. So oftentimes borrowers sometimes don't understand that you're underwater by the time you move in.
Correct.
Yeah, so I think just not, again, trying to teach the student to be a loan officer, but just to understand there's a lot of nuances.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that just has to be understood, to refer back to the loan officer.
I think what we can do, in fact, is put in there for, under VA, for example, we can put the 3 different funding fees, unless somebody is exempt. And then for FHA, we can actually put in the upfront mortgage insurance premium that's gonna get rolled in, the guarantee fee for USDA. I'm a loan officer.
Yeah, no, that's good, that's
So-
good, because even MIP and PMI get confusing for
Right,
some folks, and
right.
they don't understand the difference.
Right.
Yeah.
So we can certainly add that for the government loans. Assumptions is, well, we
Yeah,
can
just
speak
to-
on
yeah,
it.
just to touch on it, just to
Yes.
say, you know, there's more to what a one sentence means.
Right,
You
right,
know,
somebody
yeah.
sees 2.25 VA assumable and everybody wants their client into that home because they're gonna definitely qualify.
Not understanding, like, it's not a short process either.
It's gonna take 104 days at least.
At least, yes, yeah, thank
And it's
you.
not pleasant.
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
I think if I can add on top of that, she's just trying to say, I know this course is not going to make an agent a loan officer, but just to make them aware of the complexity and difficulties, and just to not overspeak and not present like we know everything, but there's things that we need to be well aware of, so.
Agreed.
I know you're going to do a fine job.
And
Before you-
we do discuss in the very beginning that we are here, they're to be a resource. Realtors are to be a resource, not the source. And that's why they have to have, you know, trusted loan officer partners. If they're new to the industry, we even talk about, you know, if you're new to the industry, you need to rely on your broker. That's what your broker is there for. But definitely make those connections with people who have proven track records.
Commissioner Goodell, you had a question?
I just want clarity from Commissioner Audrey. You didn't have any issues with what the language that was in the purchase contract itself? It was only what was on the slide, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, because the contract is pretty clear.
Okay.
So it should be in agreement with
Okay.
what's on the contract. Because a lot of times, I think people overlook it, And then it's very difficult if you're default after, if you miss that contingency, because it's very close to closing usually.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important, yeah, to word it carefully according to contract.
Agreed.
Commissioner Costa.
Thank you, Chair. So I am experiencing in Maui a lot of VA assumables because our market is pretty crazy. So I think it's important that people understand, and as a loan officer, you well do, that if you assume a VA mortgage, you don't have to be a veteran. But if you're not a veteran, then that mortgage attaches to the veteran until it is paid off. And that's falling through the cracks a lot. So perhaps when you teach this and you talk about VA and assumables, you know, again, we're not loan officers, but those are things to be, people call you all excited, it's VA assumable. I can assume a VA loan, I'm not a veteran, you know, I want to buy this.
Right.
This is what it's going to take, and then they say, oh, and then they get mad at you, and then they decide that they want to go find someone who will tell them the truth, so to speak. So that might be a really important thing to talk
We
about.
can definitely discuss that because it is going to attach to the veterans entitlement will be tied up until that person either pays off the loan, refinances. Worst case, if they default, that veteran is on the hook and has a compromised certificate of eligibility. So these are things that we discuss, especially for the last, I would say, 3 or 4 years, because 2020, everybody was getting 2.25% interest rates. And so we definitely discuss it, but we can make it official.
Thank you, I'd appreciate that.
Thank you, very good comments.
One more thing, is there clarity on the, so if you're a widower, a widow, you could qualify?
Surviving
You follow
spouse.
that too, yeah.
We can discuss surviving spouse.
Oh.
It's almost like my BA seminar all over.
Because sometimes people.
Summary notes from
Yeah,
your
because a
VA
lot of widows and widowers don't know that they can qualify too, so.
With
just
caveats,
mention
assuming that their spouse died of a service-connected disability or during the course of active duty.
I believe staff had a suggestion for the class. Just the one? Acronyms?
Yeah, generally, when you use acronyms within the course, you should start off by, you know, the acronym following the particular word or phrase.
Sure.
But, yeah, I just noticed it.
I think that was addressed as well to Courtney this morning, and so we'll definitely take care of that. That's easy. We put in, this time around, we did add a glossary. It hadn't been in there before, more than, that was something, I think, that might have been 30 minutes of just Courtney and I, just getting things on there. So if there are things that you'd like to have added to the glossary, like APR, for example, can definitely do that. Because that especially can be confusing for people. But if there are things, acronyms that you're using in your local communities, we can certainly do that as well.
So I understand the course is a good one. It's just maybe these few corrections need to be addressed, and if it is addressed, staff can approve it, but we still need a motion.
I move to approve the course, subject to corrections.
Second. It's been moved by Commissioner Emery, seconded by Commissioner Abe to approve this course with the noted corrections. Commissioners, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Not seeing or hearing any, motion passes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Moving right along, to 4B, a program of work, fiscal year 2026. There was a Neighbor Island Outreach, Hawaii Island Realtors Principal Brokers Forum on August 27, 2025. I believe Specialist Endo, Specialist Jackson, and Specialist Kekoa traveled to the Big Island and did a presentation. Anybody just have a quick word they want to add, staff?
Yeah, it was well received.
Well received?
Yeah, they really appreciate that we showed up, and they really, really love that Express Change Broker platform.
Okay. And then I believe Commissioner Goodell was there.
Being there, I'll say you guys did a bang-up job. It was great and well appreciated for you to come over and do that. Thank you.
Very good. Commissioner.
When are y'all coming to Maui, please?
Well, we have to start with the newest first, and then we'll make our way to you, and then if Russell wants, we will.
We're the stepchildren.
No, it's just- So it was a very good, thank you very much, staff, for working very hard, and thank you, Commissioner Goodell, for supporting this. Thank you. Moving on to item number 5, licensing and registration ratification. You all have had a list sent to you dated September 26th with the brokers, salespeople, blah, 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 blah. Anybody have any questions or concerns on the list in front of you? If not, I do need a motion.
Motion to approve the application list for ratification for the State Commission meeting on September 26, 2025.
It's been moved by Commissioner Andrews and seconded by Commissioner Emery. I'll give him that one. To approve the applications for real estate licenses for our meeting on September 26, 2025. Commissioners, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Not seeing or hearing any, motion passes. Thank you very much. Now we are on item number 6, licensing applications. I believe we have 3 applications we need to review. Are any of the applicants in the audience today? I do not see them. Nope, they are not here. I believe some of them are available by phone if need be for any questions that you may have. But because they're not here, we can just, oh, sorry, Commissioner Andrews.
Oh,
yes.
sorry, Chair Amani, before we start, I just want to let you know that I do know Matthew Parmeter. So he was a student with Gately Seminars, so I will recuse myself from any decision-making.
That's the last one.
The last one, yeah.
Thank you very much for the disclosure, Commissioner. Exempts for all of these if they're not here.
We're going to discuss it.
So, if they are not here, I guess we can just attack it one at a time. So 6A, you have a request for preliminary decision for a salesperson's license for Rebecca Hansen. Everyone had a chance to look over her application. Anyone have any questions, concerns?
I move to approve a preliminary decision for Rebecca Hansen.
Most likely approved. Or is this a preliminary?
This is preliminary.
Most likely approved. Second.
Been moved by Commissioner Emery, seconded by Commissioner Center to most likely approve the request for preliminary decision for the real estate salesperson license for Rebecca Hansen. Commissioners, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Not seeing or hearing any, motion passes. Thank you very much. Next, 6B, we have a request for preliminary decision. This is for a broker's license for Gerald, I don't say it right, Vermin. Commissioners, you had the application in front of you. Any questions or concerns for this preliminary decision?
Move to most likely approve decision for our broker's license.
Okay.
Been moved by Commissioner Acosta, seconded by Commissioner Emery, to most likely approve the preliminary decision for the broker's license for Gerald Firmanik. Commissioners, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Not seeing or hearing any, motion passes. Thank you. Now we are on 6C, Matthew Parmenter. This is the application for salesperson's, inactive salesperson's license. Commissioner Andrews had to recuse herself of prior knowledge of this gentleman. Commissioners, any questions or concerns for his application?
Move to approve Matthew Parmenter for his application for real estate salesperson. Second.
Been moved by Commissioner Abe, seconded by Commissioner Acosta to approve the salesperson's license for Matthew Parmenter. Commissioners, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? One recuse. Not seeing or hearing any, motion passes. Thank you very much. We can now go into Chapter 91 reset. Hang on. Okay, we are back from our recess. We are on item 8. Just to let everyone know, our next meeting is scheduled for Friday, October 24th. Okay, not Halloween, but October 24th, right here. And any other items on our agenda, or anybody in the audience have anything to add before we close the meeting? Nope, if not, time is 9:53, meeting is adjourned.